You're watching the Roger Wakefield Show. Is vacuum excavation the future of digging and plumbing? Stay till the end of this video and I'm going to let you know why I think it is. I get asked the question all the time, is digging involved in plumbing? When you first start plumbing, you may be on a shovel a lot. If you're doing rough ends, you're definitely going to be using shovels and sharpshooters. Now they come in very handy because we need to get the pipes at certain elevations to make sure that it has fall in a certain way. Now, digging is not all plumbing is. And those of y'all that aren't getting into plumbing just because you think you may dig a little bit, guys, don't let that stop you. I've done a lot of shovel work, but not so much that it was too bad. Now, do I talk to plumbers every now and then that tell me, hey, look, and I say plumbers, apprentices every now and then that say, hey, look, I'm on a shovel 8 hours a day, 4 days a week. Guys, find another company to work for. We use dig crews for most of the things that we do, but let's get back to talking about it. A shovel and a sharpshooter are probably the two digging tools that most plumbers use most of the time. The plumbing companies like me that use a dig crew, actually they use chipping hammers or jackhammers with a spade bit. And I tell you what, you want to talk about seeing some guys dig quick, I'm really impressed by the work that they do. But I found something new. I'm going to get there in a minute. The other thing is a post hole digger. Plumbers don't do that, I understand, but that's another digging tool that maybe a plumber might use if he's trying to set a base for something outside. Probably wouldn't happen, but I have used them before. I've set a base for a pole for an outdoor shower. So it is possible. But let me tell you what I found the other day. We went out to a job, we ran a sewer machine, we ran a camera, and we found that there was a break prior to the city tap. Not far away from it, but there was still a break there. Now, we couldn't see it because it was holding so much water that we couldn't get the camera in to get a visual, but we turned on the locator, we knew right where it was. So we suggested our customer call the city. The city came out and these guys were great. They ran a camera through the main. They figured out right where their branch was, shot it with a locator. So we were all right in the same area. They were about 3 feet off further than I was, but you know, they were close. Once they located it, they told me, they said, well, we're going to dig down here. We're going to replace our tap or we're going to check it out. Then we're going to put a clean out here. They said, these people have had problems in the past. So we want to clean out so that we can run a snake in to unclog it if it's ours. You will not believe what we found. What it was that really impressed me is the way they dug. He said, look, we're going to dig this up and fix it. And I said, okay, you know what? We'll come back out tomorrow and look at it. He said, no, we'll be done here in a little bit. I said, really? I want to watch this. So I hung around. They pulled up with this truck, a vacuum excavation truck. I've heard of them, but I've never seen one. They literally started digging a hole right where they thought the pipe came up and 90'd. They dug this hole in about 10 minutes. It didn't take long. This truck blew my mind, because they come in with a high pressure spray and cut the ground and dig with it. And literally they take, imagine a sprayer like you would go to use at the car wash. That high pressure spray literally cuts through the dirt, does not damage utilities, doesn't bother the pipe at all. It actually washes it off and makes it clean. I'm telling you, this is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. These guys are literally using the water to dig, using the vacuum to suck out the dirt and the mud. Guys, what a better way to dig. Think about it. Digging is the hardest part of plumbing. And if you can use that tool to do big major digs and suck it out, get the dirt out, make it all go away, that's fantastic. I get asked the question a lot, is plumbing dirty? Guys, you're vacuuming the dirt away. You are literally spraying it with water and vacuuming it away. So if you can get rid of the dirtiest part and the hardest part, this kind of makes it nice. Is there a situation where it could still get bad and dirty and muddy? Absolutely. Because my thought process is, if we can bring this tool out and use it to tunnel under houses, y'all know that I specialize in slab leaks and leak detection. We do tunnels. We tunnel under there. Now, what if you could take this tool and literally dig your access hole, maybe you put on waders or something, climb down in here and start digging up under the house. This tool is not going to bother the utilities. It's not going to mess with the copper pipe. It's not going to break anything. And you've got a vacuum down there to help keep all the water sucked out as you go. Here's what's neat about it. It is so much less invasive. If guys go down to dig a tunnel for me, I've got to worry about them actually hitting a water line and breaking it, causing a leak, shutting off water to my customer's house because they don't see it. I completely understand that. I don't get mad about it. It happens. With this water, it's a lot higher precision. You literally start scraping off right where you want to go and go that direction. Watching them use this tool, and you can see from the video, these guys know what they're doing. This dirt got dug quick. So when it comes to quick, you're literally talking two guys. Now, this was a big truck that had a boom arm on it. One guy's operating the vacuum where it goes, lifting it up with a motor. The other guy's over there running the water hose, getting everything cut loose to suck out. So two people digging the holes this big in such a short period of time. Guys, they had both these things dug and complete in about 30 minutes. And I don't just mean dug, I mean dug down below it where there was room to get in there and work, big enough holes where there is no constraint. There's no problem with this thing at all. The cleanup is so much easier also. Think about it. When my guys dig a tunnel, we've got a 6-foot pile mound of dirt in the yard. You've got plywood, you've got plastic, you've got mud tracks going back and forth to vehicles, across sidewalks, out in the street, things like that. Don't get me wrong, it's going to happen, but now you've got to come back and clean that up. With this, literally the truck and trailer pull up, suck up everything, and drive away with it. Then they go dump it. Not much of a problem there. The last thing about this that I really like, remember what I said, this does not damage the pipe. This is like climbing under a house with a car wash wand and washing everything off. Guys, this is an amazing tool, and I think that this is going to help us in the future. So here's the thing that I asked them after they were done. How do you fill this if you haul all the dirt away? And really, all they use is flowable fill. Flowable fill, CLSM, controlled low strength material. Guys, it's a wetter, more liquid concrete. It actually just pours in there, fills up. And what they told me, they will fill it to within 1 foot of the top of the ground, and then they'll come back after it sets and they'll cover it with mud and then put grass back on it. This is not a bad thing. And if you think about it, here's the number one reason to do this. It will save you time and money. Think about this. They dug 2 holes right here side by side in under 30 minutes, had enough room to work, got in there, got the problem fixed, and then got out. What if I dug a tunnel under a house? 10 feet in under 30 minutes? Guys, with what it cost us to dig, man, the savings would be phenomenal. This is something I definitely want to look into. But I will tell you this, just pricing the equipment this morning, the machines are about 50 to 60 grand for used. Now, you might be able to find better, you might be able to find more expensive, but I think vacuum excavation is going to be amazing for us in the future if we can find a way to afford it and get it on the job and make money with it. Guys, if you've ever done anything like this, please let me know. I know there's plumbers out there using it. I've just never been with a company that does yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So if you have, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what are the pros and cons on this. I think vacuum excavation is going to help us out a lot. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.